I know when you all look at me, you see an emotionless alpha sigma male hybrid fusion, just a 5'6" slab of masculine meat. But I'm more than just an athletic specimen of raw testosterone. I'm a human being, and it's so easy to forget that on the internet. Across the cyberspace from behind the computer screen sits a man who was once a boy, but over the course of many years became a man. Me. And I sit here in my throne of swamp ass, and just like every Facebook status for every teenage girl during the early 2000s, I live, I laugh, I love. And today I just want to show you a different side of me. The happy side. I'm obviously just messing around here, but I genuinely am very appreciative of what's been going on with the channel recently. We hit 11 million subscribers a few days ago, right before my birthday, and what an incredible gift that was. So I just wanted to give a big thank you for the incredible fucking support recently. It's been mind-blowing. I don't usually make videos about like milestone numbers. Occasionally I do, but it's never been the focal point of why I make content. It's not for the bigger number, better person mentality or anything like that. But it's hard not to recognize what these numbers actually mean. It's 11 million people that like the shit that I post. Things that I make for fun, people also have fun watching. And that just means the world to me. And I've said this before, but I just want to say it again. A genuine, heartfelt thank you to every single one of you who watches all this. So I just wanted to give a big thank you and show you myself being vulnerable. A lobster removing its hard outer shell. This is the soft insides of Charles. I know it's a cliche, but this is something I never would have imagined for myself. I came to this website right after the Falador massacre in RuneScape. God rest all of the poor souls that lost their lives in that battle, and I've been here ever since. I was 11 or 12 years old at the time in 2006, and I could have never ever possibly pictured this happening because back then YouTubers weren't even a thing, so this was never even a thought in even my most outlandish of dreams. I'm 28 years old now, so I'm getting up there in years and my bones are turning to dust, but I couldn't be happier with all of this. I am extremely lucky to be in the position that I'm in, and it's entirely thanks to all of you. When I was growing up, I was convinced I'd be playing in the NBA when I was an adult, and God knows how close I was there. I was absolutely knocking on the door on that one. But you know what? I'd choose what I do right now over playing in the NBA every time. I truly mean it. Thank you to each and every one of you. And now I think there's one very important thing that I should address. I want to clear the air on something. My thumbnails. I see a lot of people mention the stretched thumbnails. It seems a lot of people think I do this on purpose as some sort of silly haha comedic thumbnail, but I don't. I don't put like any thought into thumbnails. A plant has more thoughts during photosynthesis than I do during thumbnail creation. I've said this for over a decade now, but I'll say it again. The majority of my content thumbnails are random, auto-generated thumbnails. When they're stretched, it's because I had to step in and do it myself. Because what happens is, sometimes there's black bars on the side of the thumbnail, and that bothers me. I don't really like when a thumbnail doesn't take up the full space, so what I'll do is I'll then take a random moment in the video, put it into Sony Vegas. Yes, I'm one of the last 3 people on this planet that still use that software, like a fucking Neanderthal. I'm pretty sure I'm like the only thing keeping that entire fucking operation afloat by this point. I've been paying for that for like 8 years now, and allegedly may have pirated it when I was a kid, so I've just become super used to it and stick with it. So when I take that picture into Sony Vegas, I'll stretch it so it fills up the entire space. And since I have my Sony Vegas set to not maintaining aspect ratio by default, when I stretch it, the entire image stretches. So it doesn't keep the same aspect ratio, which leads to all the distortion. And I just let it ride. When I do remember to flick the aspect ratio back on to maintain it, you'd have no idea that I made it fill the space. But I don't always remember to, and I just say, fuck it, we'll do it live, and post it with it stretched. Because it doesn't personally bother me when the thumbnails are stretched, but it seems like it does for other people, or it gives them the misconception that I'm doing it as like a joke, when in reality, the truth is much more pathetic than the fiction. I'm doing it out of technical incompetence and laziness. I know a lot of the thumbnails look like the Super Mario 64 start screen where you can stretch his face all around and shit, and I just never bothered to take the extra 5 minutes to fix it, so that's why a lot of the thumbnails are stretched. It's not done on purpose as a joke or anything. So now with that out of the way, I want to go back to putting on my smile and cheesing and saying genuinely thank you to all of you so much for watching and being so supportive and sweet. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to show you more of the wild shit that we've been cooking up. So yeah, really, that's about it. See ya.